All right, we're breaking out of that because, as you can see, Ed and Caitlin are standing by with Senator Elizabeth Warren. Caitlin.
Guys in New York, we're sorry we keep interrupting you, but when we get a bold-faced name, we have to talk to them. How are you, Senator?
I'm great.
What you think of tonight?
For me, it was one more chance to get out and talk to millions of people around this country about who I am, what I'm fighting for, and how I'm working to build a grassroots movement to make it happen.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Senator, this is a little bit of a homecoming for you.
It is.
You went to school at the University of Houston, not too far from here. Can Democrats win Texas? What do Democrats have to do to win Texas?
So, it's talk about the things that touch people's lives. Look, I've been now to 27 states and Puerto Rico. I go to blue states and red parts of blue states. I've had 130 town halls. I've taken thousands of unfiltered questions. And the key measure of democracy, I've taken more than 50,000 selfies with people. But the whole point behind every part of this is I'm not spending my time with millionaires and bazillionaires and corporate executives. I'm out with people, and every time I talk about what it would mean if we put a 2-cent tax on the top 1/10 of 1%, we could invest in our kids. We could cancel student loan debt. We could make college free. Universal child care, universal pre-K, raise the wages of every child care and preschool teacher, and put $50 billion into our historically black colleges and universities right here. And here's the thing. When I talk about that, whether it's red or blue, whether the crowd's got on their Trump T-shirts or they've got their Go Elizabeth T-shirts on, people nod. They get it. We have a government that works great for the rich. It's just not working for the rest of us, and we can change that.
You are known for having lots and lots of plans.
I do.
When are we going to see your plan on health care? Are you going to have your own plan?
I support Medicare for all. I think this is a good plan. And look, I support a lot of plans. Other things that people have come up with, when they're good plans, let's do it. This isn't some kind of contest. I got to think of mine first. It's what's best for the American people. That's why I'm in this fight. We know that with Medicare for all, the total costs in the system will go down, and I get it. Costs are going to go up for rich people. Costs are going to go up for giant corporations. Insurance companies are going to lose a lot of money.
Taxes going to go up?
Middle-class families are going to pay less. I spent a big chunk of my career studying families who go bankrupt, and one of the main reasons is health care costs. Because families are paying today. Oh, they pay in premiums, but they also pay in co-pays. They pay when an insurance company says, sorry, that doctor's out of network. You can't see that doctor. They pay when they can't get to the specialist. They pay when they have to pay a co-pay on a prescription or they decide not even to have it filled. They pay when they feel a lump and they figure they can't afford to go to the doctor. What we're going to do is bring down the costs. We shouldn't have people in this country going bankrupt over health care costs. Medicare for all is the way we make that happen.
You're someone who's studied the economy pretty closely. There was a Washington Post poll out this week that suggested a majority of Americans, or a growing number of Americans, believe that the nation could slip into a recession in the next year. Are they right?
Yeah, I've actually already written about this a couple of months ago, that we've got a lot of economic indicators that are flashing yellow or flashing red about rising family debt, many pieces about this. We have a chance to pull that back, but only if we have a president who has a plan. And Donald Trump's plan right now seems to be to tweet at 3 a.m. and change his mind from whatever he'd said an hour earlier. This is really a worrisome time for this country. There are a lot of people out there who are living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people who are trying to think about how they're going to help their kids through college, how they're going to manage to build a retirement. We have a chance to build something together. Just today, I put out a plan on Social Security.
That's right, yeah.
That's right, that principally will raise all Social Security payments, disability payments, by $200. It will lift millions of people out of poverty. And this plan, fully paid for, is going to extend the life of Social Security by decades. That's the kind of change that's not for the rich guys, because they're going to be paying more. But it's change for people all across this country.
I want to ask you one other Massachusetts question, and we're going to let you go because your team was very generous to let you stop here first. There's a situation back in Massachusetts where you have a certain Congressman Kennedy who's thinking of challenging your colleague Ed Markey.
Yeah.
Should he do that?
I endorsed Ed, I think last February. I couldn't ask for a better partner in the United States Senate than Ed Markey. He's worked really hard on a lot of issues for a very long time. Joe Kennedy was my student. He is my friend. I have worked with him on multiple issues. When it came time to do my nomination or my declaration that I was going to run for president, Joe's one of the people I called on to speak to the people, not just of Massachusetts, but all across this country. These are friends, and I very much hope friends will work this out.
Have you told Congressman Kennedy to not run?
I can't talk about private conversations.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Thank you, Senator. And thank you, Warren team, for letting her stop by.
Okay,
Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right. There you go.
We're standing, right between other media outlets, so our strategy